Cave. Hello there, this is Cave. Guffy, have you heard of the Rick Astley paradox?
I've heard of Rick Astley and his shenanigans on the internet, but what's the paradox?
Right. See if you ask him to lend you a copy of Disney's Up on DVD. He can he? But he also can no give it to you.
Because he's never going to give you up.
But if he doesn't give you, if he doesn't lend you, he's letting you down. So
that's class. Did you come up with that?
No, I'm not. I definitely read it on the internet for somebody way smarter than me. Well, hello viewers, how are you? Can you tell us?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, yep.
Dougie's got a question for you.
I was gonna straight away. I was gonna ask you, do you have any other musical paradoxes you'd like to share with us? Because you could share it on the comments, you could share it on our Discord channel, and you could phone us if you've somehow doxed it. We've doxed ourselves enough that you've got our phone numbers. You could just text us or give us a wee call.
Yeah, chat the front door.
No, that isn't an invite, but you know.
No, indeed.
Yeah, true. Anyway, viewers,
absolutely.
I've went to Eufy right now, even though Max isn't actually here. He was supposed to be here, but he has the COVID, so
yeah.
So I'll do my best Max's Eufy impression. This place smells gross. Let's just get this over with. How was that?
That was it.
I think we actually spoke to them all, so we'll actually maybe just get going.
Yeah, let's just get going. This is Final Fantasy VII, by the way. It's hard mode, no map runs, lots of things.
Aye.
How are you finding hard mode?
Like hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's also manageable. It's no been like Genova. The Aerith Genova fight was by far the hardest bit, but only because we were trying to save Aerith. As soon as we just got her to absolute fuck and sent her to the Nether Realm, it was actually no bad. So
yeah, that's true. Well, fasten your seatbelts for another kind of landmark boss in the game that we need to figure out the hard mode shenanigans with.
And we actually have encountered a boss that we might go and fight, but on this game already. Like, we've seen it in this mode. Do you know what I'm talking about? Remember the map room? And there was a boss there that was like one-shotting us. We actually will probably find that now, I think.
Okay, see.
I think anyway. I'm sure we can get back to Shinra at some point. Not if I know how to though. This is where we going. Please hurry to the back again. Yeah. This was always like, this is such a cool way of like returning to an area that you've been to. Like, I say hundreds of times, you've only been here once in the game, but everybody knows by this point you've probably played the game about 1,000,000 times at the start of it. So you've done this for ages, but it's been so long since you've been back here now. But it's very, very good.
Yeah. It was kind of, it's just those small things that were mind blowing at the time, you know. Just the world map opening up when you left Midgar, and also going back to Midgar was just something that you strived for. You always questioned it. Yeah, I like it. Because then you can't really go back to Midgar as we knew it. Really, you can go back to select places, can't you?
Yeah, because obviously the place that you originally kind of start is blown up.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can go back to, you can go to Wall Market.
The town called? Well, you can go to Wall Market, yeah, and I would go back simply to hear the music again last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting to the back half of this whole game.
Yeah, viewers, and we've only got one save slot left, by the way, which is
so
kind of upsetting.
In that save.
Aye, right, buckle in, viewers. 15-hour episode.
Imagine. Oh, wouldn't it take you 15 hours to complete the game from here?
If we're doing the Jogabos.
Oh, no, right, so here's what we'll do, right?
No deal.
Yeah. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll do it, but we'll not do it in the save. Let's complete the game the same way we did with 9 and then did all the side quests afterwards. Except we never.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will we?
Let's just complete the game. Yeah?
Okay.
Let's just complete the game and then we'll load it up again and do the chocobos.
No. And we will actually do it. Maybe we should wait until there's some sort of holiday event where we're both off all the time again.
I know. Or we could wait until we're like literally at the last second of the game and then go and blast it.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
It probably makes sense to actually do it in the save, because like the whole point of doing it is to get the good things that you get from doing it.
I know.
And like, I think that would at least keep me. That would. What the fuck? Alright, okay.
There you go.
Like, if I'm doing the chocobos, but I know I'm not even gonna get to like use the Knights of the Round on the final boss or something, that would be a wee bit depressing.
True. There is I'm pretty sure there's a cheese, so spoilers here, rogue spoilers, but the first time in a wee while though, I feel like. There's 2 super bosses in this game, Ruby and Emerald. Emerald's under the water and Ruby's in the desert, and by fucking miles Ruby is harder.
Aye.
Right, by ridiculous amounts. Like Emerald, that's manageable, but what Ruby weapon does is remove one of your, removes party members from the whole video game. Like they take them right out of the PlayStation and put them in your wheelie bin.
Aye.
So you need to like come up with some strats, but there is actually a way that you can sequence materia for Ruby that they'll hit you and then you like counter with like 10 Knights of the Round in one turn. So you can kind of cheese it if you fancy doing a wee cheesy sandwich.
Aye. If we can actually get the materia that does that cheese, because
maybe we fucked that
it
up
could
already.
be linked to huge material in some way that we have like almost 0 of.
Yeah. These are stubborn wee sewer mutants.
By the way, I don't think Americans are accustomed to wheelie bins, and they might find that name really funny.
Wheelie bins, yeah. So yeah, for if you're not from the UK, a wheelie bin.
It's a bin with wheels on.
It.
Aptly named, but I'm not sure they exist in America.
No.
Or if they do, they're no called wheelie bins. Where am I going?
I don't know.
Can I jump this? Ah, okay.
Oh, you can. Nice. Oh, hello.
I actually got a wee fright there.
Do you remember you would get a fright in, like, see in the early games that you could like jump high up a buildings? I know we do that in every game now, but like when you were playing Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, you would get a wee like, oh fuck, like butterfly in your stomach when you're flying around.
Do you remember the first time a game like fully scared you to the point that you had to like maybe turn the console off?
Aye, mate. Right, this I can call to mind the most terrified I've ever been in a video game was that. And keep in mind that on a level of how terrified you can be, it's probably still no crazy because I don't play horror games. But Metal Gear Solid 2, at the end of it, right? I know we speak about Metal Gear Solid quite a bit on this channel. So
wait, can you stop a minute so I can think of what this will be? What would the scare bit be? Oh, I know what it is. We've actually spoken about this in the channel link before. It's
at the end of the game, right? At the end of the game, everything goes tits up, and you basically find out that all of your handlers have either been replaced by AIs or they were AIs all along. Can't quite remember. But the guy in the little phone call, you can see his face, and he actually turns to look at you.
Aye, and he's like, he turns into a wee skeleton thing or something,
no? He turns into a wee skeleton thing, turns to look at you, and says to you to turn your PlayStation off because you've been playing it for too long. Do you remember that? And I went, yep, I'm definitely going to do that.
Yep. I turned that off as well.
Yeah,
but like
so
it was.
Yeah.
Aye, like because you're young enough at the time to like kind of get carried along with it. No, this isn't right. Like nobody's coded this to this. This is something's wrong with my game. I better fucking take out and check the scratches and all that. As if a scratch could fucking get a voice actor to say a line for you.
I know, but the end of that game was so masterfully made to look like the game itself was fucking up. And they worked that into the story in a way that I just can't even get into. Because it's
basically there was a computer virus, but it works so well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's that, but then there's you're actually in a simulation of the fucking person that came before you. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid is a crazy story, and it's partially why Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favourite of the bunch, because the story's pretty simple and standalone.
See,
it's just a thriller.
That's why I think Metal Gear Solid 2 might be my favourite, because it's so fucking mental.
Yeah, I know. Definitely my close second, or maybe even tied with first.
Yeah. Mine is like way lamer than that. Like way lamer. Mario fucking 64. See the first time you go into the room to fight Bowser.
Oh yeah.
And like, bear in mind, viewers, right? I'm not telling you what age I am. I'm not telling you what fucking year the N64 came out, because you don't look up around. I was a fucking wee boy, right? And when my mom found an N64 in a flea market, 25 or 50 years later, after the N64 came out, of course, and I was a wee guy, and see that moment, you walk in a room and you just see his foot stomping on the platform. I fucking shat it, man, because I just didn't know what I was doing. I don't know why I was so scared, because there's a fucking... The room's got a big Bowser head on it, so you know what's coming. But as soon as I seen this big stamp, I went, no. Ran over to my N64 and pressed the reset button.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it was
it isn't really.
It's not really that spooky. No, I was just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I don't
it's not really. I mean, it's a cartoon dragon turtle.
Aye.
But, you know, at some point you were small enough, like, to, you know, whatever. But yeah, no, the thing is, that's, like, I don't play spooky anything, so I would get hella spooked by stuff like, I don't know, like Resident Evil, or like some of the new stuff. I was really spooked at the beginning when I played Alien Isolation.
But you still managed it pretty well without seeming scared, which I was quite impressed with.
I think that, see, with games, I feel like eventually I can just see the game behind them, and my gamer kicks in, and I'm like trying to optimise and not getting caught and stuff like that. You can get good at horror games to the point where it's like you're kind of in control, and even though you're not, or you can wrestle some form of control. It's just films, man. Oh, you just need to sit and let that wash over you. No, like, you can't get better at a film.
Close your eyes.
That's getting worse at a film. Surely.
No, true. I remember me and fucking Gary Wilson, of all people, went to see what was it? What's that? Oh, Paranormal Activity in the cinema, the first one.
Fuck that. No, I've never watched it.
It's actually not that bad actually at all, because it's just suspense, because half the time it's just you watching a room fast forwarding and nothing's happening, but you think something's about to happen, so you're like, oh. But you know what I really appreciate, right? So there's a game called Soma, right? And it's really, really good. It's made by the same folk as Amnesia, actually, but it's set in my fucking worst nightmare, in an underwater fucking facility, right? But they've done this really clever, like, it shouldn't work, but it really, really does, where they've got a mode, I can't remember what it's called, because it's not like easier, and it's like, well, it is easy, but it's not called easy, where you just play the game, but the enemies aren't hostile. So like, but everything happens the same way. Like, you still get set pieces where like noises happen, you're getting a bit freaked, like you would hear something, where's it coming from? And the monster will come out as it would, but it just won't go after you and like kill you. So you can just like take your time and take in the atmosphere, which is exactly the same. Like, you've got there's still a bit of tense. You're still like, oh, even though you know nothing's gonna fucking kill you, you still might be worried about like a jump scare or something coming out for a wee while, so you got all the atmosphere, but you can take your time. And it's actually really good, because the story and the whole like world building of that game is like really, really, really good.
Yeah, I think atmosphere contributes a whole bunch to it. Like, Bloodborne's spooky. I don't know that I ever jumped out my skin. Do you know what I kind of appreciate though? See, when you jump out of your skin and something that's not meant to be scary. Like, sometimes things that are like, I don't know, cartoons will just give you a wee like, oh.
Aye.
Or like, see that bit in, I don't know, like the bit in Lord of the Rings, the first one, where
Bilbo,
Galadriel, Bilbo fucking as well, and he just goes,
and his eyes fucking pop out his fucking skull. Oh my god, like, mate.
Nobody expected that. Like, not one.
I guess that was supposed to be quite scary though. But
that's
fucking
true.
Mission accomplished, man.
Yeah. And then, like, in the middle of the second half, Galadriel turns into a big fucking weird monster as well, just for demonstration purposes. Remember that?
Who's Galadriel again? I
the
must
elf
say,
queen in the forest that they go to.
Oh yes.
Remember? And she just, like, Frodo offers her the ring. She just goes absolutely apeshit. I shat myself in the cinema as well. I've maybe aged myself there by saying I've seen that film.
And no, they did reruns, mate. They did reruns.
We did reruns, yeah. At the drive-in.
I might age as well.
Drive-in is a cool thing that never really was a thing here. You know what I mean? You see it on TV and stuff, but
no, you'd get fucking rams shoving like tennis balls up your like exhausts and all that. You would.
I know. To be honest, they couldn't put a telly up because the
That'd
telly
be gone
would
in
get-
about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A bam would come back with his forklift and take the telly away.
Yep. Or some wee bam would spray paint a sausage roll on it.
Aye. Americans, viewers, see how yous have like tarantulas and mountain lions? We actually have nothing deadly except wee bams, which are kind of just like wee guys that go about doing bad things. But they're also like, in some ways, comic geniuses, but they're also so stupid that you can't believe it. So it's aye.
Yes, they're so funny. Aye, you're right. And BAMS is a kind of, the other word is Ned. I think it's that. I used to be told that it stood for non-educated delinquent. You heard that?
Yeah. And then chav is something about council
Chav is
houses
the
or
English
something.
version. Chav is the English version, isn't it? So we've got Neds, right? So here's the kind of caliber of what happens in Scotland with things. Is that in the middle of Glasgow city centre, you can look this up. It's like famous. You might have heard of it. That there's a statue of the Duke of Wellington in the middle of town, and it's got a traffic cone on its head. It's actually, I know that you know this sounds like I'm preaching to the choir, but for the viewers, like elsewhere, there is a statue that somebody went up and put a traffic cone on its head, and it's just became part of the.
Like the council were taking it down every night for. I think they just leave it up now. But there was a time where folk would go. It was somebody's job apparently, I think, to go there in the morning and take this cone down, and literally feels within about 30 minutes the cone would be back up.
Jake, you could put up a picture. Just save the viewers the hassle. We put up a wee quick picture now and then, like, in the edit, of course. But the you can't even have fucking statues without fucking people EBAMs putting cones on their head.
You also can't like
have the tellies.
There's a whole thing, especially in Glasgow, apparently, where folk who live there. So I don't live there, so I haven't experienced this, but I've heard folk talk about it, where like they're embarrassed to go to the shops. They like walk to the shops because see, like when they come home, they're like dreading. See that day you have to go to the shops and buy toilet paper. They're always pure dreading it because it's like this person says every time she goes and gets toilet paper, she always end up walking past a big group of bams who always shout something like, "Oh, you're away for a shite."
Yeah,
things like that, feels. But they can also be very violent.
They can be, but sometimes it's just so fucking funny, isn't it?
How stupid they can be.
Yeah. This is quite a long stretch of just walking and baddies and stuff like that. You got a wee bit of grinding in there. At one point, you got a new restore because it mastered.
Yeah. Which is like kind of pointless for those shitey materials. Obviously, really good if you do it with really good ones. But to get the really good ones, you have to do like an unbelievable amount of grinding to get them to that stage, really, because you don't get all the good ones to the end.
No.
Well, some of them. Oh no, they're here. Is the Turks?
Aerith stab.
That's new. Aye, wow. What are you doing here, making beer? Really? Did this happen? I think it did. I can't also remember if it did. Elena, don't actually weak. We're Turks, we're Helena. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Come on, we've got work to do. I'm really up for it, but I wish we could ski out and kill. Our company may be in turmoil, but I just know. Oh, that's a spirit, Turkey. You better believe it. Come on.
Go. Okay, let's get ready to rumble then.
I don't really remember fighting her though.
I don't really remember fighting all three of them
No, I don't at all.
To be honest. Okay, let's see what they've got. It said sneak attack on slow. Is that everybody?
Aye. Well.
Here to get Reno, or what's it called? Reeve?
No, Reno.
Reno.
think
That's
so.
such a good move.
Aye.
So that move there, that's the one that can take down Emerald Weapon by some kind of weird, like,
really?
I don't know. I think that's the move that you can use to cheese Emerald Weapon.
Oh, okay.
The Barret Anger Max, or whatever that one's called.
Yeah.
Nice. They're not doing a lot of... Oh well, let's see what this...
It's good
manageable levels of damage.
Yeah.
I feel like your last trials were enough to make things like this seem a bit easy. But I'll not say anything just now. But I seem to have this in hand.
Jinxing bastard, maybe.
I know. It's always Sid you're trying to just keep in the realms of healthiness, isn't it?
Oof. Oh, a tooth ring.
Tooth ring. Cool. Was that a counter?
Aye.
It's been a wee while since we've had a menu, actually.
Oh no. Well,
Gonna dial down, do you think?
I think so. We did a we did a menu for the pincer boss, which feels like a long time ago, but it only is just releasing today. Or tomorrow.
Aye, that's true.
Or 2 days from now.
Yeah. Just, I think it's just that there's 3 of them. That's just what you got to keep on top of.
Yeah.
If one of them had a devastating move, this would be a lot more troublesome, I think. But we've not really seen anything that... It's just constant damage. It's not anything that's like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Minerva Band.
Mm-hmm. Right, I think I've got one left to steal from. See what he's got. Oh, bastard.
Oh, hey. Hey, that's bad.
It could be.
Do you still have remedies? Oof.
Oh no.
Oh, that's horrific.
Oof. Right, let's just... Oh, bastard, he's went and just... thingy.
Oh, right, look at that. Counter, is it?
Yeah.
Nice, you're worth doing that.
But, look at this.
Okay, Sid's...
It's fine.
Sid's a bit weak, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Bravo.
Oof.
Aye, that counter thing on Cloud.
Aye, really good.
Yeah,
really should have been using that from ever ago.
Yeah, keep it going. It's nothing to worry about.
No.
Yeah, nice try, hard mode.
Aye.
You must be getting to killing one of them.
Aye, it's one of these ones, it's hard to know if it's like, are you killing them all individually, or do you do enough damage to everybody, and then they'll die. Don't you dare heal. Oh no, it's fine. Oh.
Unlucky, yeah.
He's got
oh, you'll get that off. In one of me and Doogie's favourite games, Viewers, Dark Souls, the hardest boss in the game for first time through is a famous boss pairing called Ornstein and
no, the game's crashed.
Oh no, the game's crashed. Same limit break, by the way.
And it's the same scene. It's the same. Right, we're not using that ever again.
Yeah, same limit break. Okay, yeah, unlucky, man.
Fucking annoying.
Oh well, you know how they're.
Aye,
you know,
I'm not that bad at it.
Oh, there's a save point right before it. Okay.
Aye, we've saved it, so it's like we've not actually lost that much time. It's just, I've got like a weird. There's something in my brain that, see if I have to do something again, what feels pointlessly, my brain wants to like shut down. See, even if it's like, I've left the house and I've got in the car and I've drove for maybe 30 seconds and I realise I've left my wallet or something in the house, it honestly kills me to turn the car around. Like, it absolutely kills me.
No.
That's what it feels like.
I think with games like that kind of stuff, like crashes really bug me. Like, I don't mind it, and neither do you actually. Like, see when you die and Elden Ring. You're just like, right, again, let's go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because that's not pointless, but this is pointless because you had that.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I start getting. I go out of my way to only have one trip from the car to bring absolutely everything in for the messages.
I think that might just be a total guy thing. I think every guy I know does that, even if it's like your fingers are almost bleeding because you've got so many. Aye. Especially me, because man, I have to go upstairs to get to my kitchen.
Yeah, that's not the way the Lord intended.
No. You were.
Is that an episode of gaming anyway?
Oh, maybe it should be. We cut it here in the middle of a battle.
Oh, no, that's passion. Let's spin it up again. That's a shit. If you want to, we could just, rather than them watching that, I don't really know what, because you know, I don't know. Do you know what our car park anecdote in there? Oh no, car shopping anecdote. Do you think that was gold? Shopping anecdote. Which one?
I don't know.
Car shopping. I cut to the start of the boss again.
Okay.
No,
Ivios.
It's just like, I can't see it though.
Oh fuck! Right, so I'm in the middle of a fight.
Are you?
Aye.
Oh, you're not.
Jesus.
I can't see it.
I forgot that it wouldn't hingy because the game stopped.
We're back. And this time,
I wondered why you were being quite. You weren't being very vocal about what was going on.
No, no, there's an You're actually quite a bit of the way through this already.
Well, okay.
Well, I mean, more than I expected, because I thought you were still loading it up. Oh, that's bad.
Maybe we'll be cut to start the next fight. Because he might be dead. No. I think Barrett's stopped, by the way. This is actually incredibly bad news. What's happened to you?
Cloud's back. Cure, nice. Stabilize.
This is unacceptable. At how
there you go. You're
fucking back. All over this I was in the last one.
I know. I was super unlucky. If there's any guffies just joining us, it crashed last time. I don't know how long we were out, but I think you got this. Oh no, Life 2's on Barrett, isn't it? But I still think you've got this. Get Barrett up.
It's like, I feel like the chances of him being
hit in the head with.
Although that does a decent heal though, doesn't it?
And there is a chance that's it. Look at that.
Okay. Oh.
Right, stabilize.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
This is what hard ones can do to you.
I know. Yeah. So, see in Dark Souls, there's this boss called Ornstein and Small. That the first time you fight them is atrocious because you finally kill one of them, but you've maybe had it in your head that you'll do damage to both of them at the same time and get both of their health bars down. But they throw you a curveball, and that when you kill one of them, it fully heals the other one and makes them super powered.
Yeah.
So hopefully it isn't like this in this fight. But that's.
You keep stopping Barrett now. They did this once in the last one.
Sure done. What cures stop?
It does go away on its own, but if I've got remedies.
Remedy. Aye, because stop's as good as deed.
Aye.
That's it. Nice. And I still stopped looking.
What?
So remedies don't cure stop, that's atrocious. Alright, I'll keep them up then.
I healed myself there. I probably shouldn't have.
I keep Cloud up.
Oh, he's back. Thank God.
Nice.
Good timing, man.
Do you think the alt tabbing to come and get me has cost you the flow there?
I don't know. I feel not. It would have been. No, we're back. Right, we're back.
We're back. We're back.
Get some mugs in, get some steelies.
Oh yeah, that's another shame because you'd managed to steal everything that was going last time.
Fairly quickly as well.
I know. Yeah, Sid knocked it out of the park, other than when he broke your computer.
Aye.
Go on, counter.
Oh.
There it is, yep. That's such a great materia setup.
Yeah.
It's on him.
I think that actually was his attack though.
Oh, was it?
'Cause I think I did actually just attempt to thingy, but
I see.
alright.
Yeah, often. Or have you been queuing them up? That's not a counter mug.
I do Sam sometimes. But I'll sometimes be mugging, but also counter mugging to like maximise the stealies.
Gotcha. Steely bin.
Right. Nice. Fuck, now he's fucking stopped.
Yeah, so suddenly Reno's got a devastating move that he didn't use once the first time.
Yep.
Crazy.
Oh, nice.
Minerva band. Really nice.
I forgot. I was watching back that episode with the arm boss, and I forgot how much I spit the dummy at one point. Where you've left in the middle of a fight, where it's looking like it's actually going quite well, surprisingly. And as soon as you get up and leave, he fucking picks up like 2 folk in a row, and I'm like talking to the modder. I'm like, "Fuck, modder," and I even name him. I fucking call him out, and I'm like, "You've changed so many good things. You've done such a great job, but you've not fixed this stupid move. That's ridiculous, unacceptable." I was like, "Fuck's sake."
You know, you can cut that out.
But then, yeah, listen.
Keeping it authentic, but you put in a good moan about the author of the mod and your
Actually,
video
but then
on to me.
I even mention in it where I'm like, "Listen, viewers, let me know if I'm being unacceptable or being like, unfair, but this model that's done so many good things in this because it's a great game." Like,
yeah, that's harsh. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you got, man.
No, I think I was quite friendly about it, all things considered.
Right. Yeah.
He'll know I'm kidding by this point. If he's watching episode 65, he'll fucking hopefully get it.
I know, true. Surely we're getting to the back half of one of them here.
I know, it's hard to remember, like how much damage I've been putting in.
What do you make of Starfield? Recent game release?
I think it looks a bit just kind of mid. You know, it's just exactly what I kind of expected. Oh, there we go, done it. It's kind of just what I expected. It just kind of looks like Skyrim in space.
Aye, kind of fun.
Which is fine, but I have to admit, it's actually probably more like Fallout in space because it's got guns. And if I had to choose an RPG theme between like swords and spells and stuff and guns, I'm probably picking swords and spells and stuff.
Yeah, me too. So, that's why Baldur's Gate's so good.
Aye. Viewers, you absolutely need to play Baldur's Gate 3 if you haven't already. It is just what you'd fucking do.
Huh?
Oh, give us Tifa. God's hand. That's a pretty good weapon for her, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, cheek here.
Nice, done it.
Go back and save an episode of game.
I think so. Episode of gaming right there. Unfortunate about the crash. These things happen sometimes with these old games on PCs.
Just remind me never to use that limit break again.
I know. Aye. So it's been that limit break both times.
Huh?
Sid's limit break.
That is strange. Modder, what the fuck? No, I'm not good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There we go. We're on the.
We're back to save one. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's actually no our save. That was me testing out mode B. So
there's our first save right there.
I'll overrate our first one. That feels poetic. 19 minutes in.
Yeah.
I'm on now 47 hours in.
Wow. There you go. 47 hours. Holy shit.
Aye, man.
Yeah.
Right, viewers.
All right.
Let us know. Obviously, you obviously you probably have already, but let us know about the paradox thing. When was the last time? Because I feel we've not been asking the viewers as many questions recently. Can you let us know your first gaming fear or scary moment? And it's going to be better if it's a game moment that isn't really supposed to be that scary, like Bowser. It's not scary.
Yeah. What did you get spooked by that wasn't spooky?
Aye.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Cheerio.
I look forward to your comment. Bye bye.